In recent times, the likes of the Amazon CEO, the richest man in the world, made about $24 billion rise in fortune during this COVID-19 pandemic. The revenue for what's it called, Netflix, for the last quarter stood as 5 5.7 billion as well in dollars, while ExxonMobil had its shares. Oh gosh, somebody is putting his head up in the studio and wondering what are we doing. So the show is not about showcasing wealth, but to rather open our minds to ocean of tech opportunities abound. Without any further ado, our first guest is a leading African woman in tech, pioneering the knowledge technology industry in Africa. She has spent the last 4 years creating products and tech platforms that helps individuals monetize their knowledge. She is the founder of Train Quarters and the author of the book Knowledge is the New Gold. When I heard that title, Knowledge is the New Gold, I said, Mama, so for me, where the knowledge is, so because we have to make all the money. Anyway, she's none other than Stephanie Obi, the queen of online courses. Welcome, Stephanie. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, great to have you on the show today. Oh no, and when I spoke to you yesterday, I told you that I'm so amazed at the work that you've been doing and well done, But the fact that you're a woman actually gives me another strength. So quickly, Stephanie, can you give us a brief intro of yourself for our viewers, all those who are streaming live across the globe and listening to us at home? Who is Stephanie aside the little introduction I've just made? Briefly, please.
Obi, I am an online course specialist.
Okay.
And I'm also a tech entrepreneur.
Okay.
I help people to create and sell online courses, basically.
All right. Thank you. All right. Thank you for that. So, Stephanie, let me ask you, what has the journey been thus far? And what motivated you into the world, into the tech world? Yeah.
So, interestingly, I have a very, I have a funny story how I got into tech.
Okay, tell us.
So, I graduated with the first class in computer science. I don't want to do tech. I want to go and do business. So I picked up a different passion that I have, which is accessories. I do accessories.
Okay.
I've been so good at doing Ankara accessories. All right. So I've had an accessories business for such a long time, and I was very passionate about it. It was my hobby. I loved it. Then one year, 2012, I woke up with this urge to start teaching people how to make Ankara accessories, because this thing had made me money for years. I was like, if I can show other women how to make Ankara accessories, they too will be able to make money. And so with this passion and zeal to impact lives, I organized a workshop.
Wow.
Nobody showed up.
Nobody showed up. Oh, wow. Interesting.
Oh my God, it was heartbreaking. I was so embarrassed. I cried there. I was like, look at me, I want to organize something. Nobody showed up. I felt like a failure. I was like, this rejection, when you get it there, it's so painful.
You're right.
I remember that I was crying, and I picked myself up and I went to an event where another entrepreneur was speaking, and he said his own story with us, tell us about how many different times he had failed. When I heard his own story, I was like, wait, this his own is nothing compared to my own. Like, his own is worse than my own. And this is to pick himself up. What am I crying about? I picked myself up.
Interesting. And look at what you've bettered today and the impact you've made. Thank you for sharing that. And I know that this will motivate a lot of people. I've also been there in a place where I was rejected. But oh gosh, that's another story for the day. But well done. And the resilient spirit that you've got to get to where you are today is what I hope that other younger people behind us can actually emulate. Anyways, moving forward, Stephanie, I know that you've collaborated and synergized with other women. I mean, great likes like Bumi Awoshika, Lele, and the likes from different sectors. what sector still needs the knowledge technology more, and how can we get it running?
All right, this question.
Oh yes.
This question. Okay, but before I can dive into it, I want to just quickly finish this the story, because it's a natural progression.
Yeah.
So I started when I started to try again. I started marketing online. All right, and that's how I started using technology to market my workshop. Then people started reaching out to me from outside Lagos, saying, "Stephanie, I don't live in Lagos. How can I come to Anambra? Can you come to Yola? Can you come to Ibadan?" I couldn't travel to all these places, and so I decided to launch an online course. But I then launched an online, and it was easy for me because I had the tech background. So I just was like, let me just try it. And at this time, we're not as exposed as we are now.
Yes.
At that time, internet was not as fast as it is, was not as cheap as it was, but people still paid for it. And that opened my eyes to the opportunities in the online course industry. I almost went crazy. At some point, the money I was making from my online course was the same as I was earning from my 9-to-5 job. And I was like, this is also a big opportunity. How a person is doing it. All right? Which leads me back to your question. I started launching many more online courses, and I realized that there was a huge market in Africa, but people did not know that they could sell the knowledge online. So they knew that they could post videos on YouTube. They knew that they could host and they could write blog posts, but they didn't know that they could actually package the knowledge on an online course and share it. So where we are right now, there's a huge opportunity in the African market that is untapped.
Absolutely.
So when you ask me, which sector needs online courses? Because as you know, there's a limit to what we learn in the university. So when people leave the university, there are many skills they have to learn.
Sure.
There's so many skills they have to learn. And all these skills have to be taught by people who have experience. So the reason why I've been able to work with people like Mrs. Abushika or people like Tara Faladotoye is because they have knowledge. They have experience. They've become successful in this market. They have so much to share. But guess what? All of us have experience. We have what we can teach at our level. So you, for example, there's so much you know. From all the things you've 10 years, you can pick one thing and say, I'm going to teach this thing.
You're right.
And because many of us are not teaching, all of us are all suffering. You know how the successful stuff in Nigeria, stuff in Africa, it's because we don't have enough teachers who can teach.
So Stephanie, I might have to interrupt you there. Talking about teachers, I know that there's a challenge with the online education in terms of the fact that you don't know whether the online teachers is certified and qualified enough to teach such courses. So what's your own opinion for regulating the mainstream online education with rising self-made teachers by the hour? Because, the way you're talking about teachers and the online courses, I know that it seems as if everybody is also into media now. You see people going on Instagram live, they are not well satisfied. They are not journalists. They do not even read media and the likes and all of that. So that same energy is exactly what I'm also using to ask you now, that what's your opinion for regulating the mainstream online education with the rising self-made teachers by the hour that everybody now are now coming online to become teachers when they are not certified?
I love your question. Thank you for asking me this question.
Yeah.
Let me tell you why so many self-made teachers are coming up. They are coming up because the qualified people have not started teaching. So there is a gap in the market. There's an opportunity, and they've seen the opportunity, and they are rising up to take the opportunity. So the only way to resolve this challenge is for the qualified people to actually rise up, because people want to learn. And so I don't know how I explain it. People who are hungry for knowledge, they're looking for who will teach them. And the person that comes up and positions themselves as an expert, that's who they will follow. Who they'll follow. But if, and because they are newbies, they don't really know that this person is not as qualified, this person is not as sharp, they don't really know.
Yeah.
All they know is that at least this person has agreed to teach us. Let us start with this person. So the only way the market can be balanced is when the people who are actually qualified and who can actually get results step up and say, you know what, I'm also going to teach. I'm going to get into the conversation. Now, the way the online market is, there are no it's not regulated the way our academic system is, which is before you can teach, you must have gotten some certain qualifications.
Yeah.
In the online world, all the barriers have been lowered, and so anybody anywhere can literally just say, you know what, I'm going to start teaching.
Yeah.
This might look like it is a bad thing, but it's also an opportunity, because all the barriers that used to hold people, or stop people from moving forward, they're no longer there. So we now all have platforms. So we can all decide to start our own platform.
All thanks to this technology that we are talking about. So Stephanie, again, I'm glad that there's something I picked while you were talking, because I know that also you said in one of your interviews that tech scares a lot of people, and hence the reason for people shying away from online businesses. Are you using this knowledge technology to conquer all these challenges, especially for women? I want to also use myself as an example. I must confess to you that in the last 14-15 years of my life, I have deliberately stayed away from anything called online. I don't know whether it's despite the fact that my own career started from media, but I still didn't want to have any footprint on media. I don't know. I think also because my own sisters, I think that the way they defined the Instagram and the likes for me was about fashion, show off, and I'm like, does that add money to the bank? Does it add value to what you're doing? And the likes, unknowingly to me that you can actually define it however you want to use the tool. But I know that a lot of women who are out there, because of all the challenges we are facing now during this pandemic, are actually scared, of actually coming online. So how do you think that we can actually use this knowledge technology to conquer all the things we want to achieve in life, especially for women like us?
All right, fantastic question.
Yeah.
I love all these your questions. So I always start with a story when I share this thing. So my mom is in her 60s. She's not a techie in any way. In fact, she's not a techie. She calls me to come and help her to do copy and paste. I want to send email, come and help me, and I do it for her. So guess what? Me when it's time for church. My mother has learned how to find her church service online.
Oh wow, that's nice.
She doesn't need any assistance for WhatsApp. She doesn't need any assistance for church. Why? Because she's interested in it. She wants to attend the church service. She doesn't want to be dependent on other people. And so she took the time to learn how to, number one, use WhatsApp to chat with her friends. Number two, use YouTube to watch service online. Now, it's the same thing. Many times when we say we are afraid of technology, what we are really saying is that the thing does not interest us. When you find a way to make it interest you, you will learn the one that is relevant to you. Tech is really, really broad. And even me, I don't know anything about technology. Nobody knows anything about technology. We just know the one that matters to us.
Yes.
So if you find something that is important to you, you will learn the technology behind it. For some people, they have to learn Instagram because they wanted to make sales in their business. It's not because they wanted to be on Instagram. It's because they wanted to make sales. That's why they started learning Instagram. It's the same thing with this knowledge, this online course business. If you want to be able to make an extra stream, even though you don't feel like learning the tech, you will learn it because you now have a goal that is important to you. Some people say, you know what, this money I'm making, I want to be able to take care of, to be able to do certain things for my children. Some people say, you know what, I want to be able to take my children to go on vacation. That's my own gift to them. That's what I want. And that's why I'm doing this online course. And that's her own why. So because she was able to connect to her why, she moved past her fears to learn the technology around online course. You see what I'm saying? So, and
yes.
So when you have connected to a deeper why, it's then easy for you to overcome fears.
So
to see what's inside itself. It's even that hard.
Yes, definitely.
Yes.
Yeah, as I'm listening to you, right, I'm thinking about the reason why I think that sometimes people have challenges is because it's like everything around us is entertainment, and the youth finds entertainment so easy and adaptable at every instance. So with no intention of contending the attitude to work by the youth or people having challenges when it comes to how they can tap into tech, is it possible that tech can be made simple and attractive to them like entertainment? And if so, how?
So,
yeah.
Tech has already been made simple, but it depends on what you want to use it for.
Yeah.
It depends on what you want to use it for. So, how do I say things? Tech is an enabler. Now, young people like entertainment. Now, can we use tech to make entertainment like easy for them to be able to access? Yes.
Okay.
But it's not people are using that. Is not the issue. Is not that it's the tech that is difficult. The issue is that they like entertainment. So
yes.
if you find any, let's say business people want to make money. That's what they want. They want to make money. Can they use technology to make money? Yes. And so there are tools that make it easy for business people to make money using tech. Another way is that online course, people that want to monetize their knowledge, they want to make money. Are there tech tools that make it easy for them? Yes. So for from culturing courses, which makes it easy for people to host their online courses and market their online courses, even if they are not techies. But you will not hear about these tech platforms unless you are interested in monetizing your knowledge online.
Thank you so much.
It's really a question of interest. When you find your interest, you will find the tech tools that are available, and some of them are easy to use.
All right. Thank you so much for that submission. So this might be my last question to you. I actually didn't want to interrupt your thoughts. I think we had a call earlier, so I just didn't want to interrupt your call. So my last question to you is, a hard worker like you, Stephanie, you must have aspirations and key models you are working on in the knowledge economy. Do you think tech is the new mainstay to develop Nigeria further? Honestly,
I think that knowledge is the new gold, and that's how we are going to develop Nigeria.
See how she just used that to market your question. All right, go ahead. Yes, I agree with you, and I like that caption. Knowledge is the new gold. I must post it on my handle. All right, go ahead, please.
I'll tell you why. Number one, our knowledge is on top assets can be turned into income. So in this social distancing, you can actually launch an online course and sell it online and money from different countries all over the world. Do you understand? A form of income that is not dependent on physical interaction. That's an opportunity. Number two, when you launch an online course, it's not just about the money, there's also the impact side. Because you'll be teaching people how you've been able to achieve a particular goal. And what you find is that it's like a ripple effect. You help 10 people, 20 people, 100 people, 1,000 people. Another course creator helps 1,000 people. Another course creator helps 1,000 people. If there's a free flow of knowledge that can actually empower people and help them to get results, we will have a better economy. We'll have a richer continent. The reason why, one strong reason why Africa is the way it is because people don't have access to the knowledge that they need to succeed in Africa. And by making it easy for the people who have knowledge to come and teach it, let's give them a reason to come and teach. If we can empower, if we can give them the right motivation, if we can give them the right tech tools, if we can give them the right support, we will change Africa. All
right. Thank you so much, Stephanie, for that submission. Of course, a beautiful Amazon for Africa. I said it. Oh, yes, she is a beautiful Amazon for Africa. And I believe that you need more publicity and more of your work should be celebrated to encourage other willing and unwilling, like people like me who have joined now, to join the knowledge technology industry. Thanks again, Stephanie, for taking your time out to join me today and educating our people. Definitely you will hear from me soon. Thank you so much, Stephanie.
Yes, thanks.
You're welcome. So we'll go on a quick break and return after a word from our partners. Do not touch that dial.